Good evening, everyone. We all face challenges. We all go through moments when life tests us. But today I want to remind you of something incredibly important. You are stronger than you think. Whether you realize it or not, there are signs all around you that point to your inner strength. So let's take a moment and reflect on 7 signs that you, yes you, are a very strong person. One of the clearest signs that you are a very strong person is your ability to overcome the tough times you've faced in your life and keep moving forward. Life is not always easy. It throws obstacles our way. Some expected, others that seem to come out of nowhere. There are moments when the road feels long, the burden feels heavy, and it seems like it might be easier to give up than to keep going. But you didn't. You've made it through every storm, every challenge, and you've come out the other side. Think about the times when you faced pain, whether physical, emotional, or mental. Perhaps you've dealt with the loss of a loved one, endured a difficult breakup, faced financial hardship, or navigated a challenging work situation. Maybe there were moments when you thought you might not make it. Maybe there were days you felt like the weight of the world was just too much. Yet here you are, still standing. You have shown incredible resilience simply by continuing, by refusing to let life's difficulties dictate your future. What's remarkable is that every time you've fallen, you've gotten back up. You didn't allow the setbacks to define you. You found a way to move forward, even when it seemed impossible. You might not have had all the answers, and you certainly didn't have all the strength you needed at the time, but you kept going anyway. That's strength. It's the quiet determination to keep pushing forward, even when you don't feel like you have the energy left to do so. It's easy for people to look at someone who has made it through hard times and assume they had it easy, that things just worked out. But the truth is, you had to fight for your peace. You had to fight for your happiness, your sanity, and your future. You've proven through action that you have an unwavering will to keep going no matter what life throws your way. Every challenge you face has been a lesson. It's been a way for you to develop your strength, your perseverance, and your ability to overcome. You've become more resourceful, more compassionate, and more aware of the power you hold within. Each tough time you've weathered has prepared you for the next, making you stronger with every step. The fact that you've kept going is a testament to your resilience. When life knocked you down, you chose to rise. When you felt defeated, you chose to fight. And in doing so, you've proven something that's incredibly important. You are capable of handling more than you ever imagined. So never forget the strength you've already demonstrated in your life. The road may not always be smooth, but with every step you take, you remind yourself and the world just how powerful you truly are. One of the most powerful signs of your strength is the way you handle the opinions of others. We all know that people have a lot to say about us. Whether it's comments on how we look, how we act, or the choices we make, there are always people ready to share their judgments. And while it can be tempting to let those opinions affect us, you have shown time and again that you don't allow them to define who you are. It's easy to get caught up in what others think. After all, we live in a world where social media, peer pressure, and societal expectations often shape how we see ourselves. People will try to tell you how to live your life, what you should do, and who you should be. But you've learned, perhaps through experience, that the only opinion that truly matters is your own. It takes a tremendous amount of strength to stand firm in your own beliefs and choices, especially when others may try to sway you. There have been times when people have criticized you, doubted your decisions, or tried to tell you that you couldn't succeed. And yet, instead of shrinking back or allowing those voices to control your actions, you've held your head high and continued on your path. You've understood that no one else has the right to define your worth or your potential. That power lies within you. Perhaps there have been moments when someone close to you questioned your choices, telling you that you weren't making the right decision or that your dreams were too big. No, but rather than letting those voices cause you to second guess yourself, you've chosen to trust in your own judgment. You've recognized that everyone has their own fears, their own limitations, and their own biases. Just because someone else may not see your vision or understand your journey doesn't mean it's not valid. You've learned to ignore the noise and focus on your own truth. In fact, you've come to realize that the opinions of others often come from a place of fear or misunderstanding. People project their own insecurities and limitations onto you, not because they want to harm you, but because they haven't yet figured out how to live boldly themselves. It takes strength to separate yourself from those voices and continue pursuing your goals even when the world tells you to play it safe. You also know that no one's opinion can change the fact that you are worthy, capable, and deserving of your dreams. Whether people applaud you or criticize you, that doesn't affect your value. It doesn't matter if others can't see your potential or understand your ambition. What matters is that you believe in yourself and you've made a commitment to follow your own path, regardless of outside judgment. The beauty of this strength is that it frees you. It allows you to live authentically, without fear of what others think. It gives you the freedom to explore new opportunities, take risks, and make mistakes, knowing that you are not defined by the opinions of those around you. You get to decide who you are and who you want to become. This is real power. The ability to trust yourself fully and stand by your choices with confidence. At the end of the day, you've learned that the only person whose opinion truly matters is the person staring back at you in the mirror. And as long as you are true to yourself, you will always find the courage to move forward, regardless of the judgment others may pass. You are not shaped by their expectations, but by your own dreams, desires, and inner conviction. A strong person is someone who understands that growth doesn't happen by accident. It is not something that just falls into our laps. It requires conscious effort, self-awarenesses, and an ongoing commitment to becoming the best version of ourselves. One of the most powerful signs that you are a strong person is that you take full responsibility for your own growth. And this is not something many people can say. In life, we can't always control the circumstances we're born into, the challenges we face, or the people we encounter along the way. But one thing we can control is how we respond to those circumstances and how we use them to shape our future. You've learned that the key to personal development is not looking for others to fix things for you or waiting for external factors to change. Instead, you've taken the reins of your life and decided that you are responsible for your own growth. Taking responsibility for your growth means that you actively seek out opportunities for improvement, even when it's uncomfortable. It's easy to stay in our comfort zones, to avoid the hard work and the sacrifices that come with pushing ourselves forward. But you've chosen to embrace discomfort as part of the process. You've recognized that growth requires change, and change often brings uncertainty, fear, and doubt. Yet, you've pushed past these feelings, knowing that true growth comes from stepping into the unknown, challenging your limits, in expanding your boundaries. This commitment to growth also means that you don't blame anyone or anything for where you are in life. You understand that your progress is the result of your own actions, decisions, and mindset. Sure, there may have been external factors that influenced your journey, but you don't let them hold you back. You don't point fingers or dwell on past mistakes or missed opportunities. Instead, you look forward and focus on what you can do today to move closer to where you want to be tomorrow. One of the most empowering aspects of taking responsibility for your growth is the way it shifts your mindset. You stop waiting for someone else to give you permission to be successful or to feel fulfilled. You stop blaming circumstances for holding you back. Instead, you take control. You acknowledge that while you cannot always control everything that happens to you, you can control how you react to it and what you learn from it. This self-awareness allows you to constantly evolve and adapt to new situations. You become proactive in seeking out new experiences, new knowledge, and new skills that will help you grow into the person you want to be. Moreover, you understand that growth isn't a linear path. It's not about constantly moving forward without setbacks. You recognize that the road to growth is filled with ups and downs, successes and failures. But instead of letting failures define you, you use them as stepping stones. When something doesn't work out, you don't wallow in defeat. You take the time to learn from the experience, adjust your approach, and keep moving forward. You realize that failure is not the opposite of growth. It's a crucial part of it. And every time you fall, you get back up, wiser and more equipped to handle what lies ahead. Another powerful aspect of taking responsibility for your growth is that you seek feedback and use it as a tool for improvement. You don't shy away from constructive criticism because you know that it's an essential part of becoming better. Whether it's feedback from colleagues, friends, mentors, or even family, you take it in stride. You don't take it personally, but rather use it as valuable input to adjust and refine your approach. You understand that no one has all the answers and that growth requires learning from those around you. Your responsibility for your own growth also shows in how you take care of your mind, body, and spirit. You don't neglect your well-being because you understand that growth requires a healthy foundation. You prioritize self-care, whether it's through regular exercise, proper nutrition, mental health practices, or simply taking the time to rest and recharge. You know that if you want to keep growing, you need to nurture the very vessel that carries you through life. And perhaps most importantly, taking responsibility for your growth means that you've developed a deep sense of accountability. You are not waiting for someone else to make things happen for you. You don't expect life to hand you success on a silver platter. You've learned that you are the one who has to show up every day and put in the effort, no matter how small, in order to build the future you desire. Every action you take, no matter how insignificant it may seem in the moment, is a part of the bigger picture of your personal growth. You take ownership of your journey, and with that ownership comes the power to change your life. This kind of responsibility isn't about perfection, it's about progress. It's about waking up every day with a commitment to be better than you were yesterday. You understand that growth is a lifelong process, one that requires patience, persistence, and a willingness to continually evolve. In the end, by taking responsibility for your own growth, you've unlocked the power to create the life you want. You've understood that true strength lies in your ability to shape your own destiny. And with every step you take, you prove to yourself just how capable you truly are. One of the most profound signs of inner strength is your ability to let go of what no longer serves you. As we navigate life, we often accumulate things, whether they're physical possessions, relationships, old beliefs, or habits that no longer align with the person we are becoming. It's easy to hold on to these things out of comfort, fear, or simply because they've been a part of our lives for so long. But true strength lies in your ability to recognize when it's time to release them, even when it feels difficult or uncertain. Letting go isn't always as simple as it seems. In fact, it's often one of the hardest things we'll ever do. We get attached to people, places, and things because they've been a part of our story. And the idea of parting with them can feel like we're losing a piece of ourselves. But what you've come to understand, often through trial and error, is that holding on to things that no longer serve you can weigh you down, prevent you from moving forward, and block the potential for growth that's waiting just beyond your comfort zone. Brian is a wealth-generating system that blocks the possibility of more. Well, it would open you up. For example, perhaps you've experienced relationships that at one point brought you joy and fulfillment, but over time you started to feel drained, disrespected, or unappreciated. Letting go of these relationships can be incredibly difficult because there's history and emotion involved. Yet you've learned that holding on to people who no longer align with your values or support your growth can stop you from thriving. By choosing to let go, you're making space for healthier, more supportive relationships that help you grow rather than diminish you. It's also true when it comes to old beliefs and mindsets. Over time, we develop certain ways of thinking, And we start to believe that we are limited by these beliefs. Perhaps you once believed that success was only available to a select few, or that you weren't worthy of happiness or fulfillment. Letting go of these limiting beliefs can be incredibly liberating, but it takes strength to challenge them and to realize that your worth is not defined by these outdated ideas. You've had to confront and release these false beliefs, allowing room for new, empowering thoughts that align with your true potential. Habits also play a significant role in our lives, and they shape who we become. Some habits serve us well, helping us grow and succeed. Others, however, hold us back. You've recognized the need to let go of the habits that no longer align with your goals or your values. Whether it's procrastination, negative self-talk, or unhealthy coping mechanisms, the decision to let go of these habits requires strength and self-discipline. But by doing so, you create the space to adopt new, more productive habits that propel you forward. Sometimes letting go is about releasing the fear and doubt that hold you back. There's always an element of uncertainty when we face change. Letting go means embracing the unknown and trusting that what's ahead will serve you more than what you're leaving behind. It's the courage to walk away from a familiar situation because you know it no longer nurtures your growth or happiness. This act of faith in yourself is powerful, and it's a clear indication of your strength. It's also important to recognize that letting go is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing process. Life is constantly evolving, and as you grow, so do the things that need to be released. You may find that you need to let go of new things at different stages of your life. A job that no longer fulfills you, a friendship that's become one-sided, or even old dreams that no longer resonate with who you've become. Each time you let go, you create more space for new experiences, new opportunities, and new ways of thinking. It's a continual practice of releasing what weighs you down and allowing yourself to be free to evolve. Letting go also brings with it the wisdom to understand that not all things are meant to last forever. Sometimes things come into our lives for a season, and once their purpose has been fulfilled, it's time to move on. Holding on to the past or to what no longer serves you only keeps you tethered to a version of yourself that no longer exists. The beauty of letting go is that it frees you to step into the person you are becoming, and in doing so, you honor your own growth and transformation. You also realize that letting go doesn't mean you're giving up. It's an act of self-love. It's about honoring your own well-being and prioritizing what truly matters. It's about recognizing that your energy is precious, and it's worth investing in the things, people, and experiences that contribute to your happiness and growth. By releasing the things that drain you, you're choosing to surround yourself with only what uplifts and nurtures you. In the end, letting go is an act of reclaiming your power. When you free yourself from what no longer serves you, you take control of your life. You stop being weighed down by the past, and you make space for the future. Letting go is a sign that you trust yourself, that you believe you are worthy of something better, and that you're not afraid to move forward into the unknown. It's a courageous act of embracing change, and it's a testament to the strength that resides within you. One of the most empowering signs of strength is the ability to recognize when you need help and the courage to ask for it. We live in a world that often glorifies self-sufficiency, where we're taught to be independent, to rely on ourselves, and to handle everything on our own. There's a certain pride that comes with doing things by ourselves, but one of the most profound forms of strength is the willingness to acknowledge that we don't have all the answers and that we don't have to carry the weight of the world alone. You've come to understand that asking for help is not a sign of weakness, but rather a sign of wisdom, humility, and strength. At some point in life, we all reach a moment where we realize that we can't do everything by ourselves. Whether it's a personal struggle, a professional challenge, or a difficult decision, trying to handle everything on your own can become overwhelming. Yet, in these moments of vulnerability, you've chosen to do something powerful. You've reached out for support, whether it's a friend, a mentor, a family member, or even a professional. You've learned that it's okay to seek guidance. and that doing so can actually make you. This willingness to ask for help doesn't mean that you failed or that you are incapable. On the contrary, it takes great courage to admit that you need assistance. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that asking for help somehow makes you less competent or less strong. But what you've realized is that asking for help is actually a proactive and intelligent step. It's an acknowledgement that you don't have to carry the burden of everything on your own, and that there's no shame in leaning on others when needed. In fact, you know that strength lies in your ability to surround yourself with a support system. People who genuinely care about you and want to see you succeed. In many ways, asking for help reflects a deep sense of self-awareness. You're able to recognize when you're struggling or when you've reached your limits, and instead of pushing through in frustration or burnout, you take the responsible step of asking for support. It shows that you understand the importance of maintaining your mental, emotional, and physical well-being, and you know that reaching out for help is an essential part of staying healthy and balanced. Interpreting someone's moods underlines the importance of both individual wellness. You're not afraid to admit that you don't have all the answers, and in doing so, you give yourself the space to grow, learn, and evolve. Asking for help is also a way to open yourself up to new perspectives. Sometimes we become so caught up in our own way of thinking that we fail to see other solutions or approaches. But when you ask for help, you invite others into the process. You open yourself up to new ideas, fresh viewpoints, and different ways of solving problems. You recognize that others have valuable experiences and insights to offer, and by seeking their input, you expand your own knowledge and understanding. This openness to learning is a true sign of strength, as it reflects a mindset that is focused on growth and improvement rather than ego or pride. Moreover, asking for help allows you to build deeper, more meaningful connections with others. It creates a bond of trust where you show vulnerability and let others see that you value their support. When you allow yourself to be open and honest about your struggles, you give others the opportunity to step in and show care, kindness, and understanding. This exchange strengthens relationships and fosters a sense of community and belonging. By asking for help, you deepen your connections with those around you, creating a network of support that lifts you up when times get tough. There is also strength in knowing that you don't have to do it all yourself, and that by asking for help, you allow others the chance to contribute to your journey. It's a way of acknowledging that you are not alone in this world, and that people are there for you when you need them. Whether it's a simple favor, emotional support, or expert advice, when you ask for help, you are allowing others to play a role in your success. It shows that you trust them, and in return, it strengthens the bond between you. But perhaps most importantly, asking for help is an act of self-compassion. It's a way of treating yourself with kindness, recognizing that you don't have to shoulder every burden and that you deserve to have the support you need. It's easy to get caught up in the idea that we must prove ourselves by doing everything on our own. But you've learned that true strength comes from giving yourself permission to ask for help when needed. You understand that asking for help doesn't diminish you in any way. Rather, it affirms your worth, your self-respect, and your understanding of what it takes to live a balanced and fulfilled life. In the end, asking for help is a powerful reminder that we are all interconnected. No one succeeds alone. We all need others, and by reaching out when you need it, you allow yourself the space to grow, thrive, and become the best version of yourself. So never underestimate the strength it takes to say, I need help. It's a sign that you are wise, compassionate, and courageous enough to take the steps necessary for your growth. And that is the true measure of strength. One of the most powerful signs of inner strength is the ability to find the good in every situation, no matter how challenging or difficult it may seem. Life is full of ups and downs, unexpected twists, and moments that can shake us to our core. We all face obstacles. hardships and disappointments along the way. But what sets you apart, what truly shows your strength, is your ability to choose to see the silver lining, to focus on the lessons, and to seek the positive even in the darkest of times. Finding the good in every situation isn't about ignoring the struggles or pretending that everything is perfect. It's not about sugarcoating reality or ignoring the pain and hardship that may come your way. Instead, it's about having the resilience and perspective to look beyond the immediate difficulties and recognize the deeper meaning or growth that can emerge from the experience. It's about choosing to embrace the idea that every challenge, no matter how tough, has the potential to teach you something valuable or lead you to a new opportunity. In life, things don't always go according to plan. We may face personal losses, setbacks at work, health issues, or moments of deep uncertainty. In these moments, it's easy to become discouraged, to dwell on the negative, and to feel overwhelmed by the circumstances. But you have chosen a different path. Rather than letting the situation define you or dictate your mood, you've made the conscious decision to look for the good that exists in every circumstance. Perhaps you faced a setback in your career, a project didn't go as planned, or you encountered a roadblock that delayed your goals. In these situations, rather than fixating on the failure or disappointment, you've taken a step back and asked yourself, what can I learn from this? You've shifted your focus from what went wrong to what can be gained from the experience. Maybe it was an opportunity to improve your skills, to reevaluate your approach, or to connect with others who can help you move forward. By looking for the good, you've turned what might have been a moment of defeat into an opportunity for growth. When life presents its challenges, you choose to see them not as obstacles, but as stepping stones. You understand that hardship is often where the greatest growth happens. When things are going well, it's easy to feel motivated and positive, but it's in the tough moments that you are truly tested, and it's in those moments that you've chosen to dig deeper and discover the strength and resilience that reside within you. Every challenge becomes a chance to build your character, to refine your mindset, and to strengthen your resolve. One of the most profound aspects of this ability to find the good is your perspective. You've learned that life is often about how you choose to perceive things. Two people can face the same situation, but one may see it as a burden while the other sees it as an opportunity. You've cultivated the mindset that every situation, no matter how difficult, holds some form of value. Whether it's a lesson, a chance for personal growth, or an opportunity to practice patience and resilience, you understand that nothing is truly wasted if you can find the good within it. Even when things seem out of your control, you focus on what you can control, the way you respond. You've learned to take a step back and ask yourself, how can I make the best of this? In doing so, you maintain your sense of peace and calm, regardless of the external circumstances. Instead of reacting impulsively to stress or frustration, you've trained yourself to approach challenges with a sense of curiosity, asking what you can learn or how you can adapt. This ability to find the good in every situation is a mark of emotional intelligence and resilience, and it gives you the strength to move forward with grace, even in the face of adversity. This mindset doesn't mean that you ignore the pain or the difficulty of a situation. You're not someone who brushes off hardship or pretends that everything is fine when it's not. Rather, you've learned how to process your emotions, acknowledge the challenges, and then choose to move forward with a positive outlook. You don't allow negative emotions to control your response to the situation. Instead, you recognize them, feel them, and then choose to focus on what can be gained from the experience. The power of this approach is that it changes the energy you bring to every situation. When you choose to find the good, you radiate positivity, hope, and possibility. You inspire others around you to adopt the same mindset, creating an environment where people can see challenges as opportunities for growth, not just roadblocks. By choosing to find the good, you cultivate an attitude of gratitude and optimism that lifts not only yourself, but also those around you. There are also times when this mindset helps you to develop deeper empathy and understanding When you can see the good in every situation, you are more likely to see the good in others as well. You recognize that people may be going through struggles that you can't fully understand, and you choose to approach them with kindness, patience, and support. Your ability to see the good in others, even when they are struggling or behaving in ways that are difficult, is a reflection of your deep compassion and strength. Ultimately, the ability to find the good in every situation is a choice. It's a choice you make every day to approach life with optimism, resilience, and a belief that even in the toughest moments, there is something valuable to be gained. It's a mindset that empowers you to face whatever comes your way with strength and grace, knowing that no matter the challenge, you will always be able to find the good and grow from the experience. And in doing so, you show the world just how powerful, wise, and strong you truly are. One of the most remarkable signs of strength is the unwavering belief you maintain in yourself, no matter the circumstances. Life is unpredictable, and it often tests us in ways we can't foresee. You may face setbacks, disappointments, and even failures, but through it all, you have maintained a quiet but powerful faith in your own abilities and potential. No matter how hard things get, you continue to trust in yourself, and that unwavering belief is what helps you rise above the challenges. Believing in yourself isn't always easy. It's not always about walking around with a smile on your face or acting as if everything is fine. It's about staying true to the vision you have for yourself, even when the world around you seems to be telling a different story. Life has a way of throwing curveballs, of testing your patience, your resilience, and your commitment to your goals. And yet, despite these challenges, you've never allowed external circumstances or the opinions of others to shake your belief in who you are or what you are capable of. There are times when doubt creeps in, when the path ahead feels uncertain, and when the weight of setbacks seems like it's too much to bear. But in these moments, instead of giving in to fear or discouragement, you dig deep and remind yourself of your strengths, your past successes, and the resilience you've shown in the face of adversity. You've come to realize that setbacks are not the end. They're simply part of the journey. You may stumble, you may fall, but your belief in yourself ensures that you will rise again, each time stronger than before. The power of believing in yourself lies in its ability to fuel perseverance. Life doesn't always unfold as we hope or expect. Sometimes things don't work out the way we envision, and it's easy to feel disheartened. Yet what sets you apart is your ability to keep going even when the road is tough. You understand that success rarely comes overnight, and that perseverance is key. When faced with obstacles, you don't quit. You simply find another way, a different approach, or a new opportunity. Your belief in yourself is the driving force that keeps you moving forward, even when it feels like you're not making progress. This kind of self-belief is not built on arrogance or overconfidence, but on deep, quiet confidence. You don't need the validation of others to feel assured of your own worth. You've learned that self-worth isn't determined by external achievements or the praise of others. It comes from within. It's a quiet knowing that no matter what happens, you are enough. You are capable. You are worthy of success and happiness. And when you fully embrace this truth, it becomes an unshakable foundation that supports you through every challenge. Believing in yourself also means that you've learned to trust your instincts, even when others may question your decisions or doubt your choices. You've come to understand that you are the expert of your own life. While it's important to listen to advice and consider different perspectives, at the end of the day, you trust yourself to make the decisions that are right for you. You don't need to seek permission or validation from others, because you know that only you can truly determine your path. And this self-trust gives you the courage to take risks, to step out of your comfort zone, and to pursue your dreams with confidence. There are times when the journey feels lonely, when you might not have the support or encouragement you hope for, but even then, your belief in yourself remains your anchor. You've learned that external validation can be fleeting, but internal confidence is constant. It's what keeps you grounded when the winds of doubt blow strong, and it's what pushes you to continue moving forward when things seem. This self-belief is not contingent on the approval of others or the outcomes of your efforts. It's based on the understanding that you are worthy and capable no matter the circumstances. Your belief in yourself also allows you to view failure as a lesson rather than a setback. When things don't go as planned, you don't view it as an indication of your inadequacy. Instead, you see it as an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to refine your approach. You understand that failure is not permanent. It's a stepping stone on the path to success. You keep your eyes on the bigger picture, knowing that each challenge you face is an opportunity to strengthen your resolve and deepen your knowledge. Perhaps one of the most profound aspects of your self-belief is that it inspires those around you. When others see you continue to push forward, even when faced with challenges, they are reminded of their own strength and potential. Your unwavering confidence in yourself serves as a quiet encouragement to others to believe in themselves too. You've become a role model of perseverance, and your belief in your own worth and abilities reminds others that they too have the power to overcome obstacles and pursue their dreams. Moreover, you've learned that believing in yourself doesn't mean having all the answers or knowing exactly how everything will unfold. It's not about perfection or certainty. It's about trusting that you have the resilience, creativity, and resourcefulness to navigate whatever comes your way. It's about knowing that you can handle whatever life throws at you because you trust in your ability to adapt, learn, and grow. Your belief in yourself is a constant reminder that no matter the external circumstances, you have the strength within you to rise, to overcome, and to keep moving forward. At its core, believing in yourself is an act of self-compassion. It's about giving yourself permission to succeed, to take risks, and to make mistakes without the fear of judgment. You understand that you are not defined by your mistakes or failures, but by your ability to rise again, to keep believing in your own worth, and to pursue your dreams with persistence and passion. And through this belief, you have created a life built on self-trust, resilience, and unwavering strength. In the end, the most powerful thing you can do for yourself is to keep believing in yourself, no matter what. This belief is the foundation of everything you achieve, the driving force behind every goal you pursue, and the inner strength that carries you through the toughest times. It's a reminder that no matter what happens, you are enough. And with that belief, anything is possible. As we reflect on these 7 signs of strength, we realize that the true power within us is not always about the external circumstances we face, but rather the internal resolve we carry. Strength is not measured by the absence of challenges, but by our ability to overcome them, to keep going even when the path is tough, and to stay true to ourselves when everything around us seems uncertain. You've shown that strength comes in many forms. It's the quiet determination to keep going after hardship, the ability to embrace change, and the courage to ask for help when needed. It's in your willingness to find the good in every situation, even when it's hard to see, and your unwavering belief in yourself, no matter the obstacles in your way. Each of these qualities reflects a deep understanding of your worth, your resilience, and your ability to navigate the complexities of life with grace and wisdom. As you continue your journey, remember that you are stronger than you realize. Life will present challenges, but you have within you all the strength you need to overcome them. Keep believing in yourself, trusting in your abilities, and knowing that every step you take is a testament to your inner power. The strength you carry will not only guide you through your own struggles, but it will also inspire and uplift those around you. So stand tall, remain confident, and keep moving forward. The world is waiting for you to share your unique strength. And with each new challenge you face, you will continue to prove to yourself and to others that you are truly a very strong person.